believe Jesus to be God. Yeah. So you believe Jesus that is he has a perfect God's attribute.
Yeah.
So I think you know that Jesus doesn't know the hour. Jesus, he didn't know the hour, the day of judgment. So when Jesus said, I don't know the hour,
we believe that only the Father knows the hour.
does God know everything?
Yeah.
Is Jesus God?
Yeah.
So God knows everything. If Jesus is God, but if we have to know everything, correct?
It's a question of you're asking me how.
Huh?
You're asking me hows. And,
House? What do you mean?
We established today we can't answer how God does things.
No, what I'm saying to you, I'm asking you how. I'm asking you if you say what they call it, a single person. What is the definition of single person? Definition of single person who is not married. Jamal is single. Is he married? He's not, because definition of single person, by default, single person means not married. So if Jamal is a single, he's not married. If Abdurrahman is single, he's not married. Alright? So now if God knows everything all the time, this is the nature of God. If Jesus is God, by default he has to know everything. If he doesn't know everything, therefore he cannot be God, because by God's nature, he knows everything. So now, which one is it? Is Jesus God? If it's God, you have to be consistent, because you and I, we agree that God knows everything by nature, correct? So therefore, if Jesus is God, he should know what?
The point would be the hour.
Everything, yeah. So how come he doesn't know the hour?
Because it's withheld from
It's so therefore he cannot be God, because you just affirm he doesn't know the hour. And you just told me God knows everything.
It's a good point, but I would ask you to answer my question.
Yeah.
Because I was asking this guy here this question and he didn't.
I'm not asking you how God look, by the way, or how God's face look. I know that's beyond our understanding. We say the way of His Majesty. You see, just to make something clear, because you say about how. No, I'm not asking you how. I'm asking you there's something about God which, from His nature, what God is. But anyway, you can go ahead.
I was asking him about, when Allah descends onto the third heaven.
To the first heaven, yes.
To listen to the prayers.
No, listen. It doesn't say listen.
No?
But it doesn't listen. It's to respond, no listen. He listens to everything all the time.
This is us now.
Is it not against his nature to descend onto the heaven?
No, it's not.
Why?
Because descending, okay, firstly, the heaven is what is the unseen. You agree?
Yeah, we can't.
The unseen is, and God is the unseen. Okay? So we cannot comprehend the unseen.
There's the heavens created.
Yeah, but it's from the unseen. How? It's from the unseen. The angels are created.
Yeah.
We don't know how they look. Even they are created. They are from the unseen.
I would say Muhammad knows what the angels look like now.
No, I'm not telling you who knows. My point is, the heavens is created but from the unseen. Okay? So when God descends, why people try to say, if God descends, he has to go through this, through that? They are utilizing their experience based upon this creation to apply it to the Creator, which doesn't make any sense. Understand? That is a way different than God. For example, if I said to you that descending also is not God's nature, meaning that if God does not descend, if God never taught us, He doesn't descend, we still can utilize our brain to know God knows everything all the time. He has perfect knowledge. Yeah, that's my point. My point, descending, because there's difference about what God is and what God does. What God does it ever He wishes, whenever He wills. Okay, like God descends to the lowest heaven in the third of the night, but during the morning time. God spoke to Moses, He never spoke to you. But what God is meaning that's His nature all the time. This is the problem with Christianity. Christianity go and guess what God is, not what God does. You tell me God is from His nature, that He knows everything from His nature. Then you tell me Jesus is God, but He doesn't know everything. This is a big problem. But God descending, I'm not telling, for example, God spoke to.
Descending is against His nature.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because descending doesn't. Huh?
To descend.
To yes, not His nature, God. Because you tell me why it is. Because I want to tell why I'm telling you God against His nature, because all of us, we know God has perfect knowledge. So I'm utilizing something that we agree on to invalidates your belief. But when it comes to descending, I don't agree with you that descending against nature to begin with.
So you say he can enter the creation?
No,
No,
we
didn't
said
say
it's
that.
creation.
Didn't
Okay,
say
watch
that.
this. I'm just giving you an example, even though it doesn't need example. This is a ring. This is a bottle. The ring is going to descend from here to here. He has not entered the bottle. I mean, he has not entered the bottle. This is just creation, brother. But what I'm telling you here, you cannot utilize Allah descending to the lowest heaven. Try to say no, because this application that you are applying, or you try to impose on God,
false notion.
this is a false notion. This for creation, not for the creator. But when it comes to God's nature, it's perfect. You understand?
If he descends, is that not a physical movement of God?
Now you are using Greek philosophy. This is Aristotle's point now. Aristotle said in his 10 rules, if anything that moves, it has to be a body. And if it's a body, it's created. That's not Jesus' statement. It's not Prophet Muhammad's statement. You and I, we should not use it.
You have to go outside the book
Outside.
in order to prove.
No, not outside the book.
No, you have to go
cannot
beyond.
utilize-
You have to go beyond
you
this
have to go
revelation.
to Aristotle to try to invalidate.
You don't have to be physical to move necessarily.
And we say God has essence, but physical, and this physical term, what do you mean? God has essence in reality. He exists independently. Yes. Does he do actions? Yes. But Aristotle said in his 11 rules, or 10, they call it 10 rules, I think 10 rules. Yeah. One of them, he start laying out what God should not be, or what makes something created. He mentioned if he moves, therefore is a body. If it's a body, it has a part. If it's a part, it's a body is created, and so on. I'm just rephrasing, by the way. But the point here is, when I refuted that Jesus to be God, the mighty messenger, the true Messiah, I never used Aristotle. I used the Bible and the Quran. The Bible and the Quran both agree that God has a perfect knowledge.